I'm back again, and it is time for an update. I've decided to combine my two updates that were due around about the same time together. So that is my Finish 4x40 and my project pan. So I'm going to go through both of them. I'll start with the 4x40, which for those of you who don't know, the 28th of February I turned 40. So I have given myself 4 items to finish by that date. Basically I was a little bit ambitious because we only have a month left and we're not doing as well as we would have liked, but I'll keep on going with it, even if I don't finish them. At least I'm using them. So the first one that we had is the Fit Me Concealer. This is in 10 light, but it's actually too dark. Apparently 15 is lighter than 10, don't ask me why. It's a bit hard to tell, but I'm somewhere around about there. There's these weird lines in it which make it sort of look like it might be down here, but it's more up here somewhere. I've been using it as a contour. The only thing is it's a bit too orange and oxidizes over the course of the day, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, but we will plow on through. The second thing was my NYX Body Gloss in Eclair. It's impossible to tell where you're at. I haven't been using it every day or anything, so I don't think this is going to get finished. I like it though. I like the smell of it. And the third one was this Galactic eyeshadow in Pink Ruffle. There is a very slight dip in it. Basically just not getting anywhere with this at all, which is a little disappointing. I mean, I'm wearing it today all over my lid, but yeah, this was too ambitious for a 2.5 month project. You live and learn. However, we've had a bit more success on this one, which is the Fashionista bronzer in Barcelona. I have actually hit pan, which is really, really cool, and it's quite thin on sort of this edge here. I tend to use this not just for contouring or lightly contouring and bronzing, but as my transition colour in my crease. Works really, really well for that. Basically every time I've worn eyeshadow I've used this, which is why I've hit pan. So yeah, so that one's, you know, doing it okay. So I'm unlikely to finish any of the 4 by this time next month, but nevertheless we will keep on ploughing on, and if they're not finished by the time by then I'll just put them back in the collection and pick something else out and use them some other time. Except for the bronzer, because I'm just going to use that till it's gone. But okay, so the second part is the project pan. I had 16 items, and when I've used up 10 I will be calling it quits. And I just remembered I've forgotten something. Hang on a sec. Okay, so let's start with what we finished. Last time you would have seen that I'd finished, last update I'd finished this. This is the Benefit Their Real Sample. So glad that's gone, because I really didn't like it. And I finished up the John Plunkett moisturiser. This was almost gone at my last update, so I only had, I think, like 2 days after that, so that was fairly easy to use up. Now on to the things that I haven't used up. CC cream, it is about down there. I've used it almost every time I've worn makeup, except not wearing it today. It just doesn't seem to want to end. I'm also noticing, because I tend to mix it with the BB cream foundation, which was the one that I subbed in. I can't even tell where this is. It seems to sink into my pores, like particularly around here and in my forehead wrinkles, which is kind of unattractive. It's alright from a distance, nobody can tell, but I can see it in the mirror, which annoys me. So yeah, I'm not sure how much I've actually used of either of these. This is kind of too dark. It's a little bit yellow, and I'm really not yellow, I'm pink. So it kind of, see, it goes sort of orangey on my skin, and it just sinks into every fine line and wrinkle that I have over the course of the day. And I mean, it's done it on the back of my hand. It's just kind of gross. So the BB cream foundation pretty much probably going to end up in the bin, because I just really don't like it. The other foundation is the Revlon Colorstay Mineral. I'm actually wearing it today alone, nothing else, just it. This is the mark I put on it at the start. I've actually taken the sifter out of it because it was driving me nuts. It doesn't look like I have made any progress on this at all, even though I know I've used a lot of it. So every time I try and tap it down, it still ends up basically where the line is. So yeah, I know I've used it, I'm just not getting anywhere with it. We also have the Hope Girl blusher, which I've used every time I've used blusher. I stopped using the little patty thing because that seemed to take twice as long. I have made progress. It's not quite as full as it was last update. But again, it just seems to be one of those things that's going to take forever to use up. We have the Lancome Hypnose mascara, which I'm wearing today. Quite like it. It's still going strong. It's starting to dry out a little bit, but it's fine. Let's see. The NYC lipstick in Bury Me. I think I've worn this like twice, so there would be, yeah, there's not been any progress on this one, because I've been concentrating on my Lancome one, so I haven't really made any progress on that one. Funnily enough, you can't really see the progress on the Lancome one, even though it's pretty much what I wear all the time. And I found out the colour of this. I went and did a bit of looking online. This is called Rose New, N-U. And as you can see, very little progress showing on there, but what I've been doing is actually working on the pointy bit. So that's actually less than it was. But yeah, I thought they'd be gone by now, but nope, it's hanging on in there. We have the NYX Mosaic Powder, which doesn't look like it's going anywhere. There is a slight dip down in this, sort of on this side in here. I was using it at one stage as sort of like an all-over kind of powder, because it works quite well for that. But maybe just a little too glowy. It's lucky I'm so pale, but there's a little dip on it, but not really any huge progress on that. The Maybelline Eye Express, I've used this a couple of times. As I said last time, this is not my favourite, and I'm beginning to really, really dislike it. It's just, it's kind of patchy, and it doesn't blend out very well. which is kind of annoying. Been using it a bit as an eye base, but it just, according to my little piece of paper, I've used, the line at the top is where we were, and that's about where we are now. So I've used a little bit, but again, it just is going really, 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 really slowly. Same with the Beauty People gel eyeliner. I have been using it as an eye base sometimes, and in my waterline. It actually stays really, really well in the waterline, except for people who don't like sparkles in their waterline. And I've got it underneath my eye today. It's really, really good. It stays really, really well. It just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I mean, I was kind of pushing it just to say that I'd use like that much, even though I've used it lots in the last 2 weeks. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy, really. And we have the satin lip liner. Really not liking this very much either. It's a bit too firm. But if you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I have actually used. It's been sharpened several times, so I have actually used some of it. We're getting there, but it is slow progress. And the last pencil is the brown eyeliner. This one, you can tell, it's getting smaller. That was where we started. That was the last update. This is where we are now. So we're getting there, which is really good. That one you can actually see decent. Whoa. Focus, camera. Thank you. This one you can see decent progress with. The second to last thing, I don't think I've forgotten anything, is the e.l.f. primer, eye primer. This thing ain't never gonna die. It's just, yes, because I took the stopper out, it's all over the thing. You can see there's heaps there. Although looking down in the tube, it doesn't actually look like there's a whole lot left in there. Oh, then again, never mind. And the last thing is my eyebrow stylist, which last update I had hit pan on it, and the pan is much bigger. So yeah, that's, I mean, I don't think I was really expecting to be able to finish it anytime soon, but hitting pan is good, and the pan is growing. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I've only used up one product. Yeah, it's a bit of a slog sometimes. I don't actually mind though, because I don't think too much about what I'm actually doing. And I start at beauty school in a month, so I don't want to have to think too hard on the days that I'm going there. So yeah, so that's my update for my Project Pan and my Finish 4x40. I will update the Project Pan again in a couple of weeks, and the 4x40 I will do a finale on my birthday or the day after. Yeah, so if you want to subscribe, click down below, give me a thumbs up if you like these kind of videos, and leave me a comment down below. I try to respond to all comments, and I'll see you in my next video. See ya.